Good morning, it's day 134. I'm still in Unionville. I just left the Sola hostel. It's pretty nice. I was there by myself, and then in the morning, the proprietor, who's Pastor Doug, he came down, we had coffee and chatted, and then we just sat outside and talked about woodworking and projects and stuff like that for a while. But now it's time to get going. Unfortunately, I didn't get off at the normal spot that people would take, which is just a road. I got off in a weird middle of nowhere side trail. So now I have to try to figure out where to go. So I know I have to take this road and I have to backtrack, pretty much walk past the mayor's house again, go up the hill to his house, go up another hill to a cul-de-sac, and then just like disappear in the woods, unmarked, random side trail in the woods. So I'm just gonna go in there, and then hopefully I can make it back to where I left off. There was a little worn trail, so I should be okay. But yeah, and then I'm gonna walk past the road to Unionville in a little bit, and then 17.4 miles today or something like that. I forget the elevation gain, but lately I've just been not checking the elevation so much because it hasn't been as important as terrain than anything as far as difficulty. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it doesn't bite me later. But it's a beautiful, cool day, nice and sunny. Just a few clouds. The sun doesn't even feel too strong because it's cool enough. Hopefully it stays cool for the rest of the day and we push on and get to the shelter at a pretty early time. I finished one hill. Now I got this hill. And up at the top is a cul-de-sac, and that's where we turn off. And then we actually hike behind all these houses. That's where the AT goes. Whew. Unionville is really hilly. It's really hilly. It's so funny because if you drive up here, you just see a cul-de-sac, a couple of driveways. There's almost no semblance of a trail over there, but it's just to the left of the garbage cans there, and it disappears. Yeah, it doesn't even look like a trail at all. You wouldn't even notice. But that's where we go, and that should take us back to the AT and then down to the road towards Unionville. And it's probably gonna be a big climb right away just because we're so low right now. But there you go. Now you see a trail. Seems like one of those trails that deer take, and generally people never take. In fact, because I'll be the only one going through here in a while, it's gonna be like tick area, so I'm gonna have to brush all the tall grasses as I go. This looks like a trail, and this looks familiar. We came down a little hill after a climb, and then we just keep going down towards the road to Unionville. So I think this is the AT. We'll confirm once we see some white blazes, or I guess I could check my phone. But is it the AT? There's some tall grasses on here. Oh, maybe this is the hill. Oh yeah, this is the hill. This is the AT right here. How many hills, trails along hills are there? But I think this is it. Yeah, this is way more worn in, way more distinguishable. And off we go. Let's start the day. And it's a little later than probably I should have started. There are plenty of water sources along the way. I just have to be a little careful. And before the shelter, there's water you got to grab because there's no water at the shelter itself, unless you want to walk quite a bit. So I'd rather carry water for a mile rather than get to camp and then walk a mile to go get water. There's some place called Stairway to Heaven coming up here after the road, and there's supposed to be a mama bear with 2 cubs, and people see them all the time. So this is my maybe not last chance, but I'll be out in New Jersey really soon, and I'm starting to think I can't let myself think that. But come on, bears, let's see you. Beautiful morning, beautiful little grass field walk. Fortunately right now these trees right in front of us provide shade, so it's actually quite pleasant, although I'm sweating like crazy because we just did a little climb. Little one. Beautiful day. Look at all the grass. I wonder if they use this for anything. Welcome to New York again. The AT actually goes to New York for a little while and then crosses a river or something. There's a bridge, and then we go back into Jersey. Right now we only have about 18 miles before we get into New York for good. But right now we're in New York. Mr. Robin over there had a worm. Get it, get it, get it. I don't want your worm, buddy. I just saw a beautiful example. I think it's a thistle and a flower on it. And I thought I only saw one, but there's a bunch of them here. It's beautiful. Facing directly at the sun. Yeah, in fact, there's 1, 2, and the third one, and the fourth one, and they're all facing the sun. Is that normal? This is such a fantastic example of a thistle flower. It's in perfect condition, like prime. Maybe the other one was better, but there's a whole bunch of them here, and people just walk by like nothing. Look at it. How often do you see it in that good condition, you know? This is the longest continuous boardwalk we've done yet. Someone did tell me there was like a mile somewhere. I didn't think it was here though. I thought it was further north. But we are still going. Here we come to turn off and straight up. Classic AT style. It's only 10:30, but I stopped to have lunch. I'm gonna have a tortilla with half of this Italian pepperoni stick and some mayonnaise on it. Should give me like 600-700 calories. It might be good enough. I didn't pack too many bars on this leg because I was gonna eat that for lunch for the next 2 days, and it's a lot of calories. I'll be feeling. So yeah, I want to do that too because it reduces the weight. So and I am hungry, and now's a good time. So let's eat. It looks funny because there's so much mayonnaise in there, but it's pretty good actually. I'm looking forward to eating another one tomorrow. I almost feel like I want to eat another one this afternoon. Make it a lot lighter. Our first view of the day. That there I believe is Southmore, so it's still New Jersey down there. Here comes one of the bigger bridges we've been on in a while, I guess. A while meaning today. It's high up. I wonder how high the creek goes if the bridge has to be so high up. I would think this base would, or I guess it wouldn't float away because they got all these rocks here. Oh, my butt's doing a lot better though. A lot better. Okay, I probably only have like 15 or 10 miles left in New Jersey, and I haven't seen any signs of bears, let alone any bears yet. I hear a lot of like weird sounds, but they're usually deer. But this is the first instance right here, evidence that a bear is around. Unless a person did it, but check it out. What do you think? I'd say that's a bear. The distance apart is pretty good. Pretty sure that's a bear. I don't know why he was digging in there. I guess he marked it. I'm guessing a male. And if it is a male, I'm guessing it's a big one. It's a pretty big paw. I'm putting a hand there. It's pretty good. Pretty good sized. Wonder where he is. I thought this was a wild strawberry, but I used Seek and it called it a mock strawberry, introduced from Asia, and it is not a strawberry at all. It looks like a strawberry. There's several right here, but when I took a close look, it didn't look like it. here at Heaven Hill Farm. It's basically like a mini store. They have sodas and stuff like that. So I just had one bottle of Coke, probably the most expensive bottle of Coke I've ever bought. It was like $2.80. Then with tax it was like, and deposit it was like $6 something, I guess. I don't know. But I had bought 2 first. That's why I came to 6. I drank 1. I'm gonna take 1. I'm just gonna drink it for breakfast. So I'm gonna lug it up this Stairway to Heaven climb coming up. And right now I didn't realize, but there is a hot dog stand across the street as well. So I'm gonna go over there and get a hot dog, maybe another beverage, who knows, and then I'll start to climb. I only have like 5 miles more for today, and it's only like 2:30, so it's not too bad. All right, 20 ounces of Coke isn't enough, so I got a Pepsi and 2 hot dogs, almost with everything, just no cheese, and a bag of chips. Veteran owned, so you know he's Navy, but you know I still have to give him some business, right? So I'm gonna eat this, and then we're gonna make this climb and try not to throw up. Whew. So I had 20 ounces of Coke, and I just had 2 hot dogs with a bunch of toppings and another 12 ounces of Pepsi and a bag of chips. Oh, I hope I don't get a little nauseous going up this climb. They call it Stairway to Heaven. It's just like 1,000 feet, no big deal, but hopefully it's not too steep. I think it's a lot of stairs. As long as they're rocks or something and not woods. If they're wood, I don't like to use my trekking poles. So as long as they're rocks, I'll be all right. And people have said that there's a mama bear and her cubs around here. But with how many day hikers are here, I can't imagine they're hanging out. So I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to spot them. We'll see. Here we are at the start of the trailhead. From what I can gather, based on how many people were at the store as well as the hot dog stand, there's gonna be 9 people at the shelter tonight. I don't know how many are gonna stay in the shelter, but I think there's gonna be a lot of tents set up. So it's gonna be a busy one. The interesting thing about the shelter is there's no water, so you have to plug in some water, or you have to walk way past, go get it and come back. So most people I think are just gonna carry extra water or ration what they bring with them. But it's only like 5 miles to go, just a whole bunch of climb until we get there. But time to get sweaty. Sometimes I don't wear my glasses and I go, why does it say text Nude P Parks? I thought that was a U. Nude P Parks. It's New Jersey Department of Parks, I guess. Don't text Nude P Parks. From the street you could see this big rock wall that we're actually going up. I just looked at how steep it's going to be. It's 0.8 miles, 740 feet up. So pretty steep. This is going to be a doozy. I did hear it was a lot of steps, so that's what makes it steep. I think it's going to be a doozy. I'm going to be huffing and puffing and sweating sodas out my pores. We are at another clearing of power lines, and I don't know if I've ever seen this before. They have a cell tower built on top of the power lines. I've never seen that before. I guess it's okay. I wonder why they don't do it more often. I'm all set up here at Wawa Yanda shelter area. There's my tent. There's a picnic table there. There's gonna be a whole bunch of people tenting here. More people showing up. And I was hiking with Dirty Bell over there for a while. She's done the Arizona Trail and most of the PCT as well, so we've been chatting for quite a while. It's fun. And check out my pea water. Some people would freak out about this, but it's not too bad. The worst I've ever had tasted like tea or something, but this one doesn't taste like anything, so no problem. There's no water at the shelter, so I brought in a little over 3 liters, so it's a lot of water, but I know I'm gonna drink a lot, and I hate rationing water, like I've said before. It's annoying. So now I'm just gonna move everything in and eat dinner. It's past 6 already, 6:10. So it's time to clean up and get in bed. So, okay, everything inside the tent.